Hi, welcome to Skyrim channel. Today we have an unexpected update from the developers notes. And let's get on into it. Hello Hairs, this is Super Creative. Today we'll be sharing with you more details about the hero balance changes that will be carried out. We here at Epic 7 feels that the most entertaining aspect of Epic 7 comes when players can nurture and strengthen their heroes. However, we have seen a decline in the use of existing heroes when compared to new heroes. Right, we plan to make up for this change through the consistent balancing of heroes. The hero balancing changes that are being shared now will be implemented on the update occurring on June 27th. We hope that our heroes will enjoy various new strategies following these changes. Now, let's get on to the changes. Right, first off, we have Jechise. Jechise has a powerful debuff that increases the enemy's cooldown. However, other aspects of her performance were not as straightforward. Through these balance changes, powerful effects have been added and adjustments have been made so that her skills now work better together. Right. Full specs will be listed in details later on the table below. Is a tentative version of her changes. End of Evil, I believe it's a S2. There is a 75% chance to dispel a debuff. Changed Soul Burn to grant an additional turn, which consumes 20 souls and increased damage dealt by 11%. Wave of Light, which is her S3. The chance of increasing the enemy's cooldown has been increased from 70% to 75%. The cooldown reduced by 1 turn and increased damage dealt by 11%. Right, the ability to dispel buffs has been added to the skill End of Evil. The utilization of the skill End of Evil has been improved significantly by adding the ability to remove one debuff for all enemies. So this is a new addition to the skill. Soul Burn now grants an additional turn. Right, the Soul Burn for the skill End of Evil has been changed. This skill will now grant an additional turn instead of increasing the amount of damage dealt. After removing the enemy's buff, an additional turn is granted through Soul Burn if the skill Wave of Light is used. It can greatly constrain the enemy's ability to fight effectively. Alright, to summarize, Jechise can now effectively remove the enemy's buffs. In addition to this major change, the skill Wave of Light had its cooldown reduced and the damage it dealt was increased in order to effectively limit opponents from utilizing dangerous skills, which is good overall, although I don't have her. Right, Maid Chloe. Maid Chloe has the unique ability to revive allies. However, it was difficult to use this ability due to the fact that it's not easy to maintain this buff. Improvements have been made so that she can help maintain a strong team with her resurrection effect. Okay, Maid Chloe VIP treatment. Restore health to a certain percentage for allies who died in battle, proportional to max health of the target. Attack increase is applied to all allies. This includes resurrected and existing heroes. Wow. Right, let's take a look at the explanation. An increased attack and the ability to revive all allies have been added. In addition to reviving surviving allies. The skill VIP treatment allows players to resurrect heroes to 20% of their health. Because all allies are given an increased attack after resurrection, players will be better equipped to turn the battle around to their favor. To summarize, we have added a powerful feature for Maid Chloe that allows her to resurrect all allies. We wish to break the resurrection vulnerability that arises due to enemies' buff being removed. We hope that players will take advantage of the improvements made to the VIP treatment. Okay, so Maid Chloe will have an improved revive ability. Wow, this makes PvP really annoying next time. Okay, let's see. For Violet, improvements have been made to the usability of the skill Dual Accepted. Additionally, Violet's chance of evasion has been increased. Please see the changes below. Alright, Violet Dual Accepted. The chance for evasion has been increased from 30 to 35%. When used, removes 2 debuff of your own. Remove 2 of your own debuffs. Improvements made to Violet's skill, Dual Accepted, which is the foundation of Violet's concept. It now allows players to remove debuff before an attack skill is used. Following the changes made to evasion chance, we suggest that players make full use of the evasion and counter attack mechanism. Wow, Violet was already very strong, so now he's even stronger. This is good. I mean, I have Violet, which was a lucky draw. Right, next, Bloodblade Karin. As Bloodblade Karin's health decrease, her attacks increase. However, this mechanism leads to some dissatisfaction due to the inherent risk involved in becoming stronger. We have improved her by increasing the amount of health she can actively recover, as well as increasing the amount of damage done by her art, Blade Art Dragon. Okay, Bloodblade Karin, Sequential Cutter. Healing will be increased by 2 times. Blade Art Dragon. Damage increased 20% and cooldown reduced by 1 turn. Bloodblade Karin has been improved due to the 2 times increase in healing that her first skill Sequential Cutters provide. This helps to increase Bloodblade Karin's low survival rate. Additionally, her third skill Blade Art Dragon had its cooldown reduced to 4 turns after skill enhance, and its damage increase as well. I don't have Bloodblade Karin, but it does sound good. So it's good to see that they are actually changing some of these characters. Alright, next, Assassin Coli. Assassin Coli's skill contains extremely useful debuffs. However, she was not selected often due to the difficulty involved in activating this debuff. Assassin Coli, Murder. Assassin Coli now silences all enemies when she stuns her target with her S3 instead of applying the debuff silence after an enemy is defeated. The conditions involved in Assassin Coli's skill, Murder, before this change were difficult to obtain. Therefore, We have lowered the difficulty compared to before. This change was made so that assessing Coli can be selected in more situations, which will lead to a greater diversity of the teams. Again, I don't have her, so I got no idea if this is actually a buff or a nerf. To be honest, seeing her stun a target means that she has to go through a effectiveness check. So depends on how she's built. This might actually be a buff or a nerf. But we shall see. Next, Corvus. Corvus is a hero who has been seen little play from our hands. Therefore, we hope that these improvements will result in an increase in usage. Corvus, Shield Slam, acquire 10 fighting spirit. Macerate, acquire 10 fighting spirit. And Furious Advent, cooldown removed. Soul Burn change, increase health recovery after using this skill. The cooldown for Converse skill, Furious Advent, has been removed, and players may use this skill as long as they obtain the required amount of fighting spirit. This improvement will now allows Corvus to receive fighting spirit from both skill 1 and 2, which allow him to use his third skill, Furious Advent, more frequently than before. It sounds interesting, but he's not really in my usage list, well, because he's not waifu or husband though. Well, we shall see if he's really been becoming that good. And yeah. Okay, next, Katuja. We have improved Katuja's skill, Predatory Roar, to ensure that he can excel as both a damage dealer as well as a tanker. Right, Katuja, Predatory Roar, increased defense for 2 turns added, cooldown reduced by 1, damage multiplier increased by 2 times. Thanks to the improvement to Predatory Roar, Katuja can now strengthen his defenses with this skill. In addition to that, the increase in attack as well as the reduced cooldown ensure that Katuja will be able to stay in the battle longer than before. Interesting. I don't really have them as well. Yeah, I know he's free, but I just haven't got down to it yet. Let's look at Fergus. Fergus had an interesting mechanic in which his single attack, falling strike, when countering, is transformed into an AoE attack with reduced speed. We have improved this skill so that now, in addition to reducing speed, falling strike and his second skill, Get Lost, now also has a chance to reduce combat readiness as well. Wow. Right, Fergus, falling strike, 50% chance to decrease speed and or reduce combat readiness by 20%. This also applies when his second skill is activated. Fergus' second skill, Get Lost, is a passive skill that only occurs when a counter attack has been initiated. With his improved skills, players should try our Fergus and see his team-wide speed and combat readiness reduction in battle themselves. Wow. Expect to see some Fergus in the arena then. Next, Lords. Lots is a 4-star soul weaver who has received less attention than other soul weavers of the same star level. We have improved Lot so that he now increases his combat readiness after using regen. Additionally, his third skill, Serenity, now recovers the health of all allies. Lot Regen increase caster's combat readiness by 30%. Serenity recovers a set percentage of the health of all allies. Only up to the max health of the ally. Okay, that's pretty standard. Thanks to the increase in combat readiness provided by regen, Lords will be able to act more often than before, allowing you to better utilize his improved healing abilities. Huh. Interesting. Well, I do have Lords, and I have not actually been using him at all. Seeing I have Angelica plus the new Angelic Montmorency. But he is of Earth spec, so I could use him for Golem. So that I believe his speed is faster than the Stina as well. So he might actually see some use now. Right, the rest is basically what we have seen before. Arbiter Vildred is about his revival. Let's quickly take a look at his skill set. Arbiter Vildred, Sweep. Damage dealt will no longer be affected by health loss. Instead, the base value of the damage dealt will be increased by 30%. Dark Contract. After this persuasive skill is activated, this passive skill is activated, his combat readiness gauge will increase to 100% and his attack will increase for 2 turns. Passive cooldown from 10 turns to 5 turns. Dark Blade. Damage dealt will no longer be affected by health loss. Instead, the base value of the damage dealt will be increased by 30%. Decreased hit chance will also be increased to 100%. Right, self-resurrection, combat readiness, and attack improvements. When the improved Arbiter Vildred resurrects through his passive skill Dark Contract, he grants himself 100% combat readiness and increased attack. In most situations, immediate action is possible after resurrection. With an increased attack, powerful attacks can be made with the skill Dark Blade. An improvement to Arbiter Vildred's passive skill Dark Contract allows for him to attack right after self-revival due to his combat readiness gauge being increased to 100%. The increase in combat readiness and attack following revival allows Arbiter Vildred to use Dark Blade to great effect. Damage increase and performance enhancement. Currently, the more life the Arbiter Vildred's enemy lost, the stronger his attack becomes. We have decided to remove this requirement and instead increase his base attack so that players can consistently expect high performance from him. Additionally, we have also increased the decreased hit chance effect from 70% to 100% when Dark Blade is used. To summarize, Arbiter Vildred not only offers powerful resurrection abilities, but also an increase in attack power. In addition, the reduction of Dark Contract's cooldown to 5 turns allow the improved Arbiter Vildred to show his true power. I believe this Arbiter Vildred Ravi as well as Secret has actually been published before. but they're just reviewing it again. Right, now next is Ravi. Ravi is a tanking dealer with the ability to absorb damage as health. There are advantages and disadvantages when using her skill Blood Demon, a demon's blood. Utilizing her skill may not always go over smoothly. We plan to rebalance Ravi so that more favorable situations can be created where she deals and steals life and life steals. Right. Slaughter. Amount of fighting spirit obtained has been increased from 10 to 30. Demon's blood. Before, damage dealt increased proportional to the fighting spirit. After, damage dealt increased proportional to attack and damage taken. The conditions for attack increase has been adjusted. We have made improvements to the initialization of attack increase when the skill Devil Drive is used. The rebalanced Ravi is independent of the fighting spirit, and her attack increase effect persists when she attacks or when she takes damage. The amount of fighting spirit after using the skill Slaughter has increased. For the skill Slaughter, we have significantly increased the amount of fighting spirit gained from 10 to 30. This change means that Ravi will be able to use the skill Devil Drive more frequently, which will allow her to stun the enemy more often and utilize her life skill effect. To summarize, Ravi is different from the other typical warriors because she can attack and tank at the same time. We have enhanced the hero and improved the usability of the skill Devil Drive, which gives enemies powerful debuffs. We intend to have a hero who can greatly contribute when attacking the enemy and bring about stability to the team. And lastly, Secret. Previously, Secret was seen as a damage dealer who could attack consecutively. However, relative to other heroes, she is not as prominent as she was once before. In order to make Secret more viable as a damage dealer, we have made the following improvements. Sever. The chance of inflicting 2 bleeding effects is increased from 35% to 50%. Smash. The chance of inflicting bleeding is increased from 85% to 100%. Guillotine. Penetrate defense by 30%. Okay. Not much explanation on Secret, but because I don't have her, I got no idea how much all these things actually improve her skills. But it does sound impressive. Alright, please note that the changes above are not final and they may differ when the actual balance update occurs. This is all we have for you regarding the heroes that will be balanced with the June 27 update. In future, Epic 7 would like to be able to balance heroes and artifacts at approximately 6 to 8 weeks interval to encourage unique metas with players using a wider variety of heroes. Alright, cool. That's the end of the update. And we'll see you in next video. If you like the video, please do subscribe and click the notification and click the like button. Cheers.